welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star the Flippin' Hippo. Today is Monday, September 28th, and because it's a Monday, that means it's time for What's Sold on eBay. Just like every week, guys, we're going to start on Instagram, and I'm going to show you our daily photograph of our packages that we shipped out, just to give you an overall idea of our volume. Then we'll go over to eBay, where I've picked out some highlights of the week to show you as far as bolos and good bread and butter items to look for when you're sourcing. We had a terrible weekend, and I kind of feel like it was across the board. I've talked to a lot of resellers over the weekend that we know in the community, and I've been looking in the groups at the posts about the weekend sales. I feel like everybody's sales were down over the weekend. Hopefully this isn't going to be a trend. We only sold 13 total packages over the weekend, and one of those was Poshmark. You can see here I said it was a poop weekend. In comparison, last weekend we had 37 sales in 36 packages. 2 of those were Poshmark. So 35 on eBay last weekend and 12 this weekend. And the weekend prior to that, we had just over 30 as well. So we were doing really well. We were way ahead of our 0.5% sell-through rate, selling more than we averagely do. More than we averagely do. That's not English, but you know what I'm saying. And then suddenly we sold in a weekend what we should normally be doing in like a day or a day and a half. Hopefully, like I said, this is not setting a precedence or a trend coming up, because as you all know, Thursday is October 1st, and that's the start of Q4. Last weekend in and of itself was pretty slow as well. We had that banging stellar weekend, and then on Tuesday we had 6 eBay, 1 Posh, 1 Grailed. Wednesday, 6, all eBay. Thursday, 5. And you can hear or see that I said, you know, it's been slow. And then on Friday, we only had 6. So it was like the weekend was good and the week started out good. And then it just kind of petered on down. And then I don't think we've had a weekend with this low of sales in like years. But again, it's 2020. It's the year of the poop. I'm going to call 2020 the year of the poop. It's just been poop all around for everybody and everything. But as you're going to see when we get over here, we sold a lot of really high dollar items. So our volume went way down, but it's like people are still spending their money. Let's jump in and you'll see what I'm talking about. We only had 3 plush sell this week, which was weird too, because having only 3 plush sell in a week, I don't think it's happened in a long time. Usually we sell way more than that. But we did sell this Stingray. He's from SeaWorld. He came out of the wholesale lot that we purchased at the beginning of the year. Here's your small shout out, Greg, from our viewer, Greg. He sold us a really good wholesale lot of plush. They're still selling. We still have a handful left. This is a good example of a bread and butter. SeaWorld is pretty good. People like stingrays and things like that. He sold for $13.12 and he shipped first class. Then we have a Disney Zoom, wee little Winnie the Pooh. He is 3.5 inches. He's very small. Look how cute he is. He's wrapped like in a package with a little bow, and he's got a little heart on his butt. He's so cute. I'm going to show you him next to the measuring tape because he's so tiny. Look how cute. He was 50 cents at the Goodwill. He sold for a best offer of $11.81. And of course, he shipped first class. He was very small. I think he weighed an ounce. And the last plush we sold this week is this fish. You guys may remember from about a month ago in a haul video. I got him at the Goodwill for 50 cents. I had never heard of this brand before. BJ Toy Company. It's based here in Pennsylvania. I picked up a handful of plush that day for 50 cents from that company because they were unique or different. This is definitely a very nice, vibrantly colored, very clean, pretty little fish. So he sold for a best offer of $13.50, and he also shipped first class. He's a bit bigger, but he just went in a bigger poly bag. He was kind of fat. I had to shove him in there. All right, we're going to jump into the clothes now. You're looking at a pair of men's academics jeans size 30. These are the Genius Level Straight. high waist acid wash. That is a mouthful. These came out of a wholesale lot, and they were about $1, averaged out per item in that lot. We've had pretty good luck with academics in the past, jeans and shirts for men. A lot of the shirts that we've sold from this brand were very large sizes, like 3XL, 4XL, 5XL, and they always had really intricate or very unique graphics on them. I do like this brand, and when I pulled these out of the box of the wholesale, I was very excited because they're also acid wash, which was popular in the 80s, and it seems to be coming back. I've had a couple acid wash pairs of jeans sell this year, and they all sell very quickly. This sold within a couple days of being listed, and they sold for $29.06, and they shipped in a padded flat. Hudson is another really good brand of jeans that you guys want to keep your eyes out for. I only know about them because they came to me in a thread-up box of one of their denim rescue boxes, and I had a couple pairs since then show up. I've never found them in the wild. The first pair I had was blue jeans. These are green, and they're like the coated waxy pants. It's hard to explain, but they're real stiff filling, like as if somebody had starched the heck out of them and ironed them. And they're called wax or coated pants. I've had those kinds of jeans from several different brands, and they usually do pretty well. So the cost of goods on these averaged out to about $1.74 from a thread-up box, give or take whether we had a shipping coupon or not. This is another example I've been showing you guys of where I will drop the price on jeans by about $8 and then charge shipping on them just to see if they'll move. And these did. They were around for a couple months at $30, $35. So I dropped the price down, and they were supposed to be listed at like $25, but they were on our 25% off. We can sell, you can see. And the buyer paid $7.50 for shipping first class by weight on these jeans, in addition to the $23.43. Next up, we have a men's Columbia button front shirt, double XL with green leaves. So these came out of a wholesale lot that we bought, about $1 cost of goods on this Columbia shirt. It's Columbia, which is a good brand. It's 2XL, even better. Nice graphics, really pretty shirt. So Keith listed it at $19.99, expecting it to go on sale for $16 or $15.99. I think we've talked about that before on this channel, where we list things 25% higher than we want so that we have room to run sales. I actually had a whole live show about that, which actually I'll have that pop up at the end for you guys. You can watch it if you want. It's a whole show where I talked about different things that you can do to boost your results in search engines and how you can run sales and stuff like that. Anyway, he listed it at $19.99, expecting it to sell for $15.99. It sold within a half hour of going up for full price before it ever even hit the sale. So that's like the best case scenario of pricing high. Before the sale could hit on the shirt, it sold for full price. So it sold for $20, and it actually sold within a half an hour. And I think it probably was the graphics and the size on it and being in the right place at the right time, which sometimes happens. You just happen to list something right when the right buyer's on. It shipped first class. So then we have a pair of women's True Religions jeans. These, I believe, came from a wholesale box that we paid $2 a piece on. Maybe they were $1, but we'll say the cost of goods was $2. These are size 26 bootcut low-rise jeans by True Religion, which is a Bolo brand, guys. These sold for $46.02 and shipped in a padded flat. Next up, we have a scrub top. Disney Halloween scrub top, new with tags. And this is actually one that you can get like at the Dollar General, I believe. But I paid 10 cents for this at a thrift store, and I bumped the price up a little bit and added some keywords as we were getting towards October. And they offered me $20.07, which is what I took, and it shipped first class. Next up, we have an H-Bar C men's Western shirt. This is a pearl snap with a bib. Pearl snap shirts are Bolos, period. Any brand. Now, depending on the brand and the size is going to be how much you can get for them. You can get American Eagle pearl snaps and sell them for $20 all day long. And then there's brands like this that go for more. But we, as a general rule, always pick up pearl snaps. This one came in a padded wholesale lot, sorry. So this one cost us $1. And it sold for $34.99 and shipped first class. It also sold really fast, like within a day. This Marlboro Coat came in a wholesale lot. It averaged out to $1 per piece for that lot also. So we paid $1 for this. We were a little bit disappointed because it had a lot of these like coffee stains on it. You can kind of see here. What we did was we soaked it in Awesome and then we ran it through the wash. We air dried it because of the material. A lot of it came out. It looked a lot worse when we first brought it home. So a lot of the stains did come out. Some did not. Keith put it in the description here where he disclosed it. There's a few small spots in light wear as pictured. So we listed it for $49.99 free ship. It sold overnight. It sold really fast, even with all the damage. So if you guys find these like vintage Marlboro Coats, these are a definite Bolo. I actually think, if I remember correctly from my childhood, my mom was a smoker and I was a smoker for a lot of years. But you used to save up like these Marlboro bucks, and I know Camel Cash. Camel had them too. You would save up these like little fake dollars. You would get your cigarette packs, and then you could buy stuff out of the catalogs for the brand. I think that this coat is one of those that someone bought with their Marlboro bucks. But they're vintage, and people really look for these. And like I said, it sold overnight, even with damage, for $50. So that was a highlight of our week right there. Next up, we have a J. Crew women's sweater. This sold for $22.78, and you're probably asking yourself, why would J. Crew sell for $22.78? Because it's lamb's wool. So lamb's wool is a Bolo in any brand. This is just a pullover crew neck women's sweater, but it is lamb's wool. And J. Crew is a good enough brand. It's a bread and butter brand. This came out of a wholesale lot. Our cost was $1, and it sold for $22.78. And I think we had to put it in a padded flat. Let me just double check. No, it went first class. I thought it was a little bit heavier than that, but it did go first class. Here's some Joe's jeans. Joe's is a good brand to pick up if you ever see them. This pair came from the Goodwill. I only paid 99 cents for this pair. And they sold for best offer of $29, and they shipped in a padded flat. Next up, we have a Tommy Bahama men's vest. This is a size large, half zip, pullover, sleeveless, like windbreaker. This came out of a wholesale lot, cost us $1. And it sold really fast also. It sold within like 2 days of being listed. So Tommy Bahama, guys, you typically think of like the button-up Hawaiian shirts with the graphics, which are always great to grab. But even a plain vest like this, I mean, it sold pretty fast for $20 on a best offer. And it shipped first class. Here's another example of scrubs that I sell. These are Grey's Anatomy. This is a really good brand to pick up if you find it. The show is popular, and folks who work in the medical field like that show a lot of times, and they like this brand. This particular pair of purple pants had 2 snags on the leg, which is shown here in the photos, and I disclosed it here and then down in the description. And they sold for $18.99. I normally get around $20 for Grey's Anatomy tops and bottoms, but I listed these a little bit cheaper because of the snags, because it had flaws, and they shipped first class. They were 99 cents at the Goodwill, if I didn't say. And then we have this nice golf, zero restriction golf outerwear. It's kind of like a windbreaker pullover. It came out of a wholesale lot. It was $1. It sold within a week of being listed for $24.99 and shipped first class. So keep your guys' eyes peeled for this brand. But I really feel like anything of men's that's like a vest or a pullover or a windbreaker that's golf, that has like specifically in its tag that it's for golf, or it has these graphics on it about golf. They just do really well. Golf items do really well. I should also mention that I had listed some women's golf skirts that came out of a wholesale lot, and you may have seen those in what sold videos. Those did pretty well too. So just anything with golf on it. And that is it for this week. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. Let me know how your sales are going, because like I said at the beginning, I'm getting the general gist from most resellers in the community that this weekend was particularly dead and just dreadful and slow for everybody. Fingers crossed things pick up as we move into Q4 at the end of this week. We're going to be listing a little bit more items per day to try to increase our overall listings and our overall volume. And I think we're going to be putting a little bit more energy into eBay just for the next week or two, and kind of pull back from the other platforms that we cross-post to, just to try to give eBay like a kick in the butt, get it moving for Q4, and then we'll go back to our normal routine. But since eBay is where we do most of our volume and most of our sales, we have to make sure that we feed that beast the best out of all the platforms. But I still absolutely recommend to everybody, cross-post as much as you can. Get your stuff on as many platforms as you can. That's imperative to making money. You got to have multiple streams of income, because when one slows down, the others will pick up the slack. Hit the thumbs up before you leave, guys. It really helps the channel. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe and help us feed a hungry hippo. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. It's called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link down below. It's free to join. Really great group of really great resellers. And until next time, guys, go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. You guys are the best. Bye.